Hello there, Scorpio. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your weekly tarot. So this is good for the week of August 15th through the 21st. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it. If you would consider commenting, subscribing, I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's see what you have. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll have to say Cancer and Pisces both had very emotional energies, and yours looks very nice. I'm so happy for you, Scorpio. Okay, Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. I'm not sure. I think you may have even had this same card last week. And I love this energy. It's a little bit about storing away some of those, how a squirrel like hides nuts, during the summer to get them through the winter, right? But this is almost as if I feel like you are putting either money away for the future, or it's almost like keeping a list of those things that you really love about yourself. Like I can see like on your bathroom mirror, having little stickies or something around the mirror where your face would be in the middle and around the mirror, about things that you really like about yourself. Because it's almost as if you're trying to, you're trying to, it's almost a sense of building your nest of self-confidence. Because I think there's something that you want to do. It's kind of like if you're, squirreling money away, right? You may have a big purchase in mind, like a house, a car, or, a vacation that you'd really like to take. It's almost like you're squirreling away confidence. It's so interesting. I don't think I've ever thought of it that way, but it's almost like you're storing away your confidence, really trying to build up your confidence because there's something big that you want to do. And it may take a lot of strength and courage on your part, but it's kind of like you want to go to the next level in some ways, or maybe you want to be in the limelight somehow, say you were going to run for a political office, or you wanted to put your hat in for a promotion. It's almost as if you're stepping into this energy of squirreling away your own confidence in yourself in a very good way, almost like planting little seeds of confidence in yourself. This could be just something that you're wanting to do to help bolster your own self-confidence, but because you are all about transformation and change. But it's also this kind of like, I'm getting ready for this big thing. And then what we have, connections, partnership, contract, commitment. Yeah, I really like this. I really feel like you're, for some of you, you could be trying to squirrel away your confidence, maybe even money, in order to buy a ring and offer, to offer it to somebody, to want somebody, to ask for their hand in marriage or their commitment. It's almost as if you could be squirreling away your own money, but you could be squirreling away your confidence in order to reach out to somebody, to want to partner with somebody in a business or something. Oh, really lovely energy. Yeah. Much lighter than your water signs. Okay, interesting. And it popped out and it was upside down. So this is chaos and conflict, but it's upside down. You're ending. You're coming into either a time period where you're not maybe feeling so much conflict in your life. It could be that you're really like squirreling away your money or your confidence in yourself in order to overcome this conflict or chaos. Really lovely energy. I feel like you're the thing I love is that I feel like you're fork in the road. Yeah, I feel like this was maybe in the past, like you got to this fork in the road where it was kind of like yeah, I have to change something here or else. I have to be willing to put up with this for the rest of my life. It's almost as if, Pisces had a little bit of that energy where you kind of come up to this point in your life where you're like, okay, am I really going to put up with this for the rest of my life? Or am I going to make some changes, And I feel as if you have decided to make some changes. And it's, about really, okay, I'm ready to do the work too. Think about squirrels. I mean, there's a lot of squirrels where I live. And, they are constantly going. They are always on the move. And I feel like that's how you are. You're kind of like, yeah, okay. I want to make a change and now I'm willing to put in the work, But I feel like you've already kind of come to that decision, that this is something that, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, Nine of Swords. You're still anxious about this. I think that's why I get this energy is squirreling away your confidence, in a really good way. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. It's almost as if you're looking for evidence to prove to yourself just how confident you are, how creative you are, how successful you are. You could be keeping just like this long list. I know, in times when I've, felt anxious, do I deserve anything? Like we all get into that energy. Just writing a long list of things that I like about myself helps me, or how far I've come. You may feel like you haven't made that much progress, but then when you go back and you start listing all the things that you have accomplished, it's like it just bolsters your confidence in yourself, and you're like, okay, yeah, I may be going slowly, but it's coming along, And it's almost like you're giving yourself your own self-love instead of looking out to others, wanting other people to validate just how worthy you are. It's almost as if you're doing it for yourself. Wow. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have chaos and conflict in reverse. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, you could be holding on to your money. There could have been some kind of conflict or something, and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm holding on to my money. I'm not, I'm not going to share my money for some reason. You could have overshared in the past, and now you're kind of like, no, I'm holding on to it. Or it could be that, you've had some difficult conflict at work or in a relationship or something like that. And now you're kind of like just holding on and trying to bolster up the confidence that you have in this connection, or bolster the connection. It could be either way. Kind of like squirreling away love and energy for this connection. This is about protecting yourself. Building barriers sometimes, but it's about holding back, not quite sharing. You may not be sharing so much with this person that you're in conflict with, or you could be not talking to them, or it could be that, because this is in reverse, right? It could be that you've been holding back from this person and have it, and are now willing to talk to this person to allow this conflict to be, resolved. So let's go ahead and clarify. Let's see what we have here. Because this could be part of your fork in the road about, well, I would like for this conflict to end. I don't want to have this conflict in my life anymore. So what do I have to give up? What do I have to hold on to in order to continue in this relationship? Interesting to hold on to. So, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Woo, you are at a new beginning. Definitely. Page of Cups. Offering forgiveness, or, forgiving yourself. The Page of Cups is usually about offering some type of love. This is a message of love either you are sending or somebody else is sending, wanting to heal a connection. Definitely. So it could be with a a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. We are in Leo season. This is the last week of Leo season, but really kind of taking a leadership role in this. You know, for some of you, there's that self-doubt again, you know, wondering, can this be healed? Can I heal this? This is, you know, once again, a decision. You've come to a crossroads. It's kind of like, I feel like you understand you're at some kind of a crossroad, perhaps in a connection, you know, partnership, contract, commitment. You know, can this go any further? But this is interesting because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is always a grounded offer. You have the King of Swords, seeing things clearly, but you could also be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and speaking the truth. You know, somebody here is coming in and speaking their truth, or you are sharing your truth. And with the King of Swords, it's blunt truth. There's no sugarcoating. I feel like somebody, either you or somebody else, is sharing their truth. You could be sharing your truth, and that is why you have been squirreling away your confidence, your courage, in order to have this conversation or whatever. You know, I think it's really interesting because I can think of times in my life, you know, when you need to have a conversation, a difficult conversation, you know, squirreling away your confidence for it could be, you know, talking to a good friend about how you could approach the situation. It could be, you know, reading a self-help book or a blog or something, trying to gather information. You know, a lot of times, you know, this could be like an intervention that you may need to have with somebody, or, you know, something, a very difficult conversation in a close relationship. But it's also about kind of like practicing. You know, maybe you're practicing, but all of those things help you to really bolster your confidence. And I feel like this is a partnership. So it could be, you know, it could be a business partner, it could be a marriage, it could be a family connection, it could be any kind of a work connection, it could be, you know, maybe with a client that, you know, is but there's some kind of connection here that you want some sort of change in, but you're having to gain your confidence in order to have this conversation. But you have come to a fork in the road. It's as if I cannot continue this way. There's too much conflict, and I want to turn this conflict around. So what do we have here? We have the High Priestess and Yang. This is the obstacle that you have for this week, the lesson that you are learning about, and what you will overcome during this week, or, you know, the next couple of weeks. So it's taking action on your intuition. I feel like there is, or not listening. It could be, we're going to clarify, not listening about how to take action, what to do about this situation. Yeah, there's, you know, sometimes we intuitively know that we need to make a change, or we intuitively know that we have to have a conversation, and yet we don't take action on it. Or sometimes we want to take action, but we don't know the best routes. You know, we're having a hard time tapping into our intuition about it. So let's see what we have here. Ace of Wands, my goodness. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Page of Swords. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this. There's the conflict, but you can get past the conflict. You know, look at, this is the Page of Swords, getting some type of information or a message from this person, Two of Cups, you know, or giving this person, you know, a message. There's the Two of Cups is, yes, we are soul partners. We have a very deep soul connection. This is not a person that's easy to let go of, but you got the conflict in the middle. It's about getting the message to the person. You have to go through the conflict. So what do you have to do to go through this conflict? You know, it's about squirreling away your courage, practicing, looking at it from different perspectives, trying to maybe think about it from their viewpoint. And it's kind of interesting because I feel like this person is trying to do the same thing. So don't feel like this is one-sided. It's you see how there's two hands here, right? I mean, there's energy that, yes, we want a fresh start. This is what you're working on this week. You, somebody here wants a fresh start, wants to heal this connection, wants to get over all of the conflict, the Seven of Wands. Can we get on top of this? Can we change this? What action do we need to take in order for this to go to a better place, you know? To turn this card from this to this. Because that's what you're wanting. So let's see what your advice is. We have the Orphaned energy and the Magician. The message I'm getting is that I feel like you're a little bit in this orphaned energy, right? But you're wanting to turn whatever this is into magical. So right now it's feeling sad. It's feeling like I want to make a change in this connection one way or another. I want to change the energy of this connection from sad and gray and dark to bright and magical. So let's see what we have here. You know, because the Magician has all the tools, I'm hearing that you do have all the tools to put your magical touch. You see how the Magician there has the wand, the magic wand in her hand. You have what it takes to turn this from something that isn't. And this, you know, this could be a business, this could be a relationship, this could be, you know, any type of situation where you're feeling sad and you're trying to turn it into a splendid magical trick. And I feel like this is the fork in the road. It's kind of like, well, am I going to stay sad about this? Or am I going to take action on this, right? Am I going to take action? And what action, if I want to take action, how do I do that? And listening to your heart, going within, finding those answers. How do I turn this around? This is, once again, I mean, you have, I think you've had 3 aces, right? And at least 2 pages. So this is at the beginning. This is something, I mean, I feel like you're in a new cycle. Whatever this chaos was, you're coming out of the cycle of chaos. And you're coming into a cycle of no chaos in this connection, situation, relationship, job, whatever it is. It's almost as if you are turning it around. Yeah, look, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Underneath that, you have the 6 of Wands, you have the Lover's card. After a long time, I think, where, oh my gosh, yeah, where you've been feeling lack, abandoned, not enough. There's all of a sudden a switch. You can turn this around. And then you have the Empress energy, where you feel like, yes, I love the world and I want to share my love with everyone. Really lovely energy. So Scorpio, I think the question is, once again, Leo on the bottom, having the strength and courage. I really feel like this energy is you squirreling away all of that confidence that you need, bolstering your own confidence up, giving yourself a pep talk. You know, one of the things I do is that, you know, I have a really good friend, and when I am feeling low, right, I call her up and she does the same for me. And it's just like, I need a pep talk. And it's kind of like, okay, and, you know, and we do it for each other. Sometimes it's nice to have a pep talk friend, you know. Because we all have those moments. But, there's also, I know when I was a teacher, one of the things I did was, I would have students that sometimes would write me the sweetest cards, right? And I always kept some up in the classroom. But sometimes, I would put them on my bathroom mirror. So those days when I was having a difficult time or I was struggling, am I being an effective teacher? Am I, fulfilling my purpose as a teacher? I could read some of those. They were, it's not egotistical to sit there and talk to yourself about how wonderful you are. It's not. It's loving yourself. It's giving yourself credit for what you have been able to accomplish in your life. And it's kind of like, okay, look at all these acorns I have gathered here. Look at me. I'm pretty amazing, Yeah. Because, when we always are looking to others to validate, our feelings or our sense of self-worth or, how wonderful we are, well, that doesn't go very far, right? You have to have that within yourself. And I think that's what you're doing, So let's see what we have. Yeah, Page of Cups again. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Judgment. Yeah, I think to me, it's a little bit about it's Judgment Day for you, Scorpio. You have a choice. Are you going to bolster yourself up and have this discussion and get over this conflict, right? Or are you going to continue on this path of feeling, sad about a certain situation? And I think, here's your advice, right? I think that you are coming in, you're like, no, wait a minute. I'm offering my cup of love, whether that's you're offering it to yourself or to someone else or to a situation. I'm sharing my love, okay? It could be forgiveness. Sometimes it's a cup of love or a cup of forgiveness. You're going to be victorious if you listen to your intuition and not your fears, right? When we're in this energy, it's our fears are driving this, right? When we're in this energy, we're magical because we're in our intuition. We're listening to our heart. We're putting love into the situation. Look at this. Lovers underneath that and the Knight of Wands. Taking action on those things that you truly love. Those things and those people, the dreams, whatever it is that you are truly wanting. Yeah, Tower. I feel like you're having this moment, this epiphany. Yeah, Emperor, the Moon. You have the Emperor and the Empress here. So, this could be, a divine counterpart. It could be a business partner, or it could be somebody that you're married to. There's, this, it doesn't have to be, but, there's the energy of, yes, this, okay, what am I doing about this situation? And I feel like it's almost like you're putting all in. Yeah, the Moon card. You're concerned, you're scared, you're worried. You don't know where this relationship situation is going. Because even though you may have overcome a conflict, right? The energy of this conflict, even though it's upside down, is still in the energy of this relationship. So you're kind of like, yeah, well, in the back of your mind, you're still thinking about this. Maybe thinking about the different way you could have handled it or they could have handled it or whatever, right? That's your fear. It's like, okay, let's get out of the fear and let's talk about, okay, how magical this relationship, this situation is. And then it really is. It's about, okay, I am choosing, okay, because the Lover's card is choosing. I'm choosing what is good for my heart. And I am, with the Judgment card, I'm making the judgment call on what is my heart, the way my heart is wanting to proceed in this situation. Yeah. Yep. You got the Devil card and the Six of Cups. You're looking at it because there's something, Oh, the Empress card again. My goodness. You've been getting the Empress card a lot. You have, Scorpio. You know, the Empress is all about, you know, our creativity, business savvy, but it's also nurturing, very loving. You know, she's pregnant. It's also about rebirthing yourself, changing your, not so much changing yourself, but allowing things to come to you in the divine time, you know, being very loving to others and allowing others to love you, because it's the divine feminine energy. But your fears are keeping you attached to some belief or something that is blocking your progress. Your fears are keeping you attached to the feelings of, I might get hurt in this situation. But believe in yourself, believe in spirit, believe in the universe. This is not, this is a connection, okay, that is very strong. And, you know, it's kind of interesting. Cancer had somewhat of a similar energy where, you know, there could be people that are kind of, you know, and you have a high priestess kind of like veiling a little bit of their feelings. And so it's about stepping into the energy of, how do I really feel about this person? Maybe you're focusing on what has occurred in the conflict, you know, what they've done, what you've done, you know, instead of, okay, how do I feel about this person? What do I love about them? Why are they important to me? Wow, that one flipped. Deliver your greatest gift to the world. Wow. I feel like for some of you, this is you stepping back into, I think this whole situation, whatever this is, has distracted you from why you are here, your soul's purpose. Okay, so you could have gone on this very meandering path. You know, it has the number 10. For some of you, maybe the last 10 years, you know, 10 months, 10 years. Meandering path, because it's almost as if you're trying to get around whatever this conflict is. So you have this conflict, but it's like not wanting to really face it head on. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm just going to meander around it, and you're making progress forward, right? But it's going really slow because you have to keep, you know, meandering around the emotions in this situation. And now it's kind of like, okay, I've bolstered up my confidence. I can have this conversation or take care of this situation, whatever it is. You know, it could be you haven't opened your bank account in 10 years. I doubt that's it. 10 months maybe, right? And you're not really sure how much money you have. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to really know. I'm not ready yet. So you're meandering, trying to get through life without knowing how much money you really have, right? And now you kind of like, okay, I'm ready for the truth. I think that that's what it is. I think part of it is you're kind of ready for the truth. You know, you've bolstered up your confidence so that you can find out the truth in this situation. Yeah. Really interesting energy. The water signs have all really, I'll have to say, yours is has a very nice ending. There's so much love in this connection. And I do feel like, you know, you do have a lot of Empress energy. The Empress and the Emperor have been very strong in your readings lately, you know. So this could be either a business relationship or a romantic connection, but it doesn't have to be. But somebody that's, you know, truly close to you. So anyway, well, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope you have a great week. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I hope to see you again very soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.